Hi, this video is for Monday, March 30th for Algebra 2. We're going to be reviewing our trig ideas that we've been learning recently. This is part 2. So we're going to start with example 1 of the notes that I've posted to Google Classroom. So here we go. We're going to find missing angles using trig ratios on the first example. So sine of angle A equals 9 over 11. So how are you going to do this on your phone calculator? You're going to do 9 divided by 11 equals, and then we have to press second and sine. So second and sine inverse. And if we round this to the nearest degree, nearest whole degree, that's going to be 55. Okay, so angle A equals 55 degrees. Okay? Alright, part B, we're going to have cosecant, which, if you remember, is the reciprocal of sine. So cosecant of B equals 12 over 7. Alright, so we're going to do 12 divided by 7 equals, now since this is the reciprocal of sine, we're going to have to now press the 1 over x button, the button that looks like this. So 1 over x, and then sine inverse. And if you round this to the nearest degree, that's going to be 36 degrees. So angle B equals 36 degrees. Okay, so those are the first two. Those were fractions, 9 over 11 and 12 over 7. Now I'm going to give you a decimal. So a trig function of some angle is going to equal a decimal. And then we're going to find the angle. So part C says cosine of C equals negative 0.224951. So when you have a problem like this, you want to type the decimal in first. So we're going to type 0.224951. Then we're going to make that negative. And since this says cosine C, we're going to use cosine inverse. And if you round this to the nearest whole degree, that should be 103. So angle C is 103. So 103 degrees. Okay. Now, part D says secant, and if you remember, secant is the reciprocal of cosine. So that equals 1.103378. Alright, so we're going to type the decimal in first. So 1.103378. Then, because this is the reciprocal of cosine, we're going to press the 1 over x button. And then we're going to press cosine inverse. And that, to the nearest degree, is 25. So angle D equals 25 degrees. Okay, so I hope that's making sense so far. We have 2 more parts to example 1. Alright, next up we have tangent of angle E equals 1.0355530. Alright, so we're going to type the decimal in first and then press tangent inverse. Okay, so 1.0355530 and then tangent inverse. And if you round this to the nearest degree, it's going to be 46. So angle E equals 46 degrees. Alright, and then lastly, for example 1, cotangent F is 3.73205. So we're going to type that decimal in first. .73205.1. Then this is the reciprocal of tangent, so we're going to press 1 over x, and then we're going to press tangent inverse. And if you round this to the nearest degree, that's going to be 15. So angle F is 15 degrees. Okay, so that's example 1, using trig functions to find angles. Example 2, we're going to convert from degrees to radians. So we're going to see if you remember how to do that. Alright, so to convert from degrees to radians, we're going to divide by 180 and then put the pi symbol on our answer. So part A, we're trying to convert 90 degrees to radians. So we're going to do 90 divided by 180, which equals 1/2. So here you need to convert your answer after you divide by 180 to a fraction, and then we'll put the pi symbol on it. Okay, so that is 1/2 pi. Or you could also write it as pi over 2. Okay. Now, part B says negative 135. So, negative 135 divided by 180. Okay, so if you do that, you get this decimal, negative 0.75. But I know that 0.75 is equal to 3/4. So this is going to equal negative 3/4. And then you put the pi symbol on the answer. You're also welcome to write negative 3 pi over 4. That would be the same thing. Okay? Alright, example 3, we're going to go the opposite direction. So now we're going to convert radians to degrees. And to do that, you're going to cross out the pi symbol and then multiply the remaining fraction by 180. So first one we have is 5 pi over 6. So if you were to cross out this pi symbol, because essentially we're dividing by pi and multiplying by 180, so that's why I'm telling you to just cross out the pi symbol. And then you're going to multiply 5/6 by 180. So 5 divided by 6 equals, and then times 180. And you'll get 150. Okay, so this equals 150 degrees. And then lastly, part B. Part B says negative 7 pi over 4. So if we do negative 7 divided by 4, because we're going to cross out this pi symbol, negative 7 divided by 4 equals, and then times 180. And that will equal negative 315. So it's negative 315 degrees. Okay, so that's how you convert degrees to radians. Divide by 180, and then put the pi symbol on the answer. Radians to degrees, you cross out the pi symbol, and then multiply by 180. Right? Now, example 4 and 5 are going to deal with the quadrants. So first you're going to have to tell me what quadrant is each angle in, and then we're going to review how to find reference angles. So I'm going to draw this over here so we can reference it. Okay, so those are the quadrants. Now, example 4, I'm going to give you a degree, an angle, and you're going to have to say what quadrant is it in. So if you remember, this is 0, this is 90, this is 180, this is 270, and then bracket 360. So part A says 289 degrees. So what quadrant do you think 289 is in? Well, this is 270 and that's 360, so it's going to be in quadrant 4 because it's between 270 and 360. So it's in quadrant 4. Okay. Part B says 82 degrees. So 82 is between 0 and 90, so it's going to be in quadrant 1. Okay, 207. 207 is between 180 and 270, so it's going to be in quadrant 3. And then lastly, we have 112 degrees. So 112 is between 90 and 180, so it's going to be in quadrant 2. Okay. So that's how you identify what quadrant something's in. Now we're going to take that one step further. We're going to identify the quadrant and then find its reference angle. Okay. Alright, so example 5, like I said, first you tell me what quadrant is this in, then we're going to find its reference angle. So 28 degrees is between 0 and 90, so it's going to be in quadrant 1, and when something's in quadrant 1, it is its own reference angle, because reference angles are the distance between the x-axis and our angle. So wherever your angle is at, reference angles are always the distance between your angle and the x-axis. So here, 28 is its own reference angle. Okay. Part B says 110 degrees. So 110 is between 90 and 180, so it's in quadrant 2. And when it's in quadrant 2, we're going to do 180 minus the angle. So what is 180 minus 110? 70. Alright, part C, 309. 309 degrees is between 270 and 360. It's in quadrant 4. So to find its reference angle, we're going to take 360 minus 309. And that equals 51. Okay, and then the very last one, we have 244 degrees. So 244 is between 180 and 270. So if it's between 180 and 270, we're going to take the angle itself minus 180. So we're going to do 244 minus 180, and that equals 64. Okay, so that's how you find reference angles. I've posted this video along with the notes to Google Classroom, and then you'll have a form to fill out on this. So if you get stuck or you need any help, let me know. I think you're all doing a great job, so keep it up. I miss you, and I hope to see you soon. I'd much rather be there in person to teach you this. But keep it up, you're doing great. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.